Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands 2. It's a little interesting that every time I pause it, in the lower left hand screen, it eventually starts telling you to get back to the game and keep on playing. This game is certainly designed around the idea of a little bit of hitching in the loading screen there, but who cares really? And in all honesty, who cares if the loading section is messed up. So unless there was something really like just added, I don't think I'm going to accidentally I don't think I'm gonna accidentally wander into an area where I'm not supposed to be, or that is DLC. Right now we're doing the Southern Shelf Bay because we have this symbiosis quest that's level 5, and I imagine that this one quest is going to cause us to get some more quests in this area. Some of these levels feel very, very similar, like they're like 100% the same level design of levels in the first game. However, we just now have everything covered in ice, where there really wasn't any of that going on.
Well, crap.
Oops. Out of bullets. This also, I think, is an area that I played. This was about as far as I ever got when I tried to play the game a second time with the Necromancer character, who was not available at the very beginning of the game. I liked her animation style, and I even liked the ability to summon a robot that would fight for you. It just kind of didn't quite work. This is an interesting idea. It just didn't work as a gameplay mechanic for Borderlands, because it takes you out of the action. If you're just constantly activating a robot to fight and run further and further off the screen, I think there might have been even a little bit of issues of the game hitching up. Let's see, challenge complete. Find all 4 telescopes in this area. Alright, we've got another challenge to do. I was thinking about how Handsome Jack is being introduced in this story, and kind of where he is at the end of the story, of the main story of Borderlands 2. And when you try to compare that to General Steel, which you probably don't even remember that is the main bad girl of the main story in Borderlands. Like, more than likely, Borderlands 1, it would never have even occurred to people that General Steel was the main person, because there's just so many other bad guys that don't have any kind of connection. Like the Crimson Lance, yes, is the main corporation you're fighting against, but there's so many other just random people that steal parts of the key to the vault, people that in some other way you need to kill just because they're in your way. So it feels like a true and smart adjustment in Borderlands 2 to say Handsome Jack is the bad guy. We're going to have a good recognizable bad guy in the same way that we've had lots of good recognizable good guys in the story. And that kind of works. It kind of didn't work because then Handsome Jack became this character that also had to play a role in the Tales from the Borderland game and the Borderland the pre-sequel. I really don't have any clue as to why they decided a sequel set between the first and the second game was necessary. Of course, it's been so long now since the release of even Borderlands pre-sequel and Borderlands 2, and whenever Borderlands 3 comes out, that's going to be so long. 10 iridium now. We need 18. We're not getting as much as I'd like. A lot more checkpoints in this area. I think probably proportional to the number of places in the water where you could just fall off and die. This was also a pretty bad place for the necromancer to try and use a robot, just because the robot would struggle to pathfind. Wouldn't do a terrible job at it, but both missing the people and the explosive barrel. One shot to blow up an explosive barrel, which is an improvement from what we had before, because before we were taking 4 shots to kill an explosive barrel. I hear the sounds of psychos. He's up here. Tapping Y does not work here. So it seems like the Y button is kind of useless once you've gotten past the point of having only 2 guns. Maybe it's best used as a quick change back to the gun you just switched from. Let's see, so we've got a couple people still running around. Grab some bullets. Still having some issues with being a little short on bullets, so using golden keys for rare versions of level 8 guns, not the smartest move. It was mostly for the money though that I did that. This animation is totally wrong. Like, clearly this is either glitched or they've just programmed it to do this every time. There's a smiley face on the back of the toilet. Just every time I get close to it. Then there's nothing back here. So let's walk. I've noticed if you walk away from something and walk back, it might unload its AI and reload its AI. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just making up things in my head. I should be able to climb up here. Apparently I needed to jump. Okay, we have an explosive gas canister. So I think I'm probably at like a halfway to the point I would like to be. Like, it's not taking a ridiculous amount of bullets to kill people. A good critical shot or two seems like it's hurting people. I'm on fire right now and it's not really doing anything. I can just do scenes like this.
Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work. I am gonna block my teeth with your face.
So we can. Well, we're no longer in a situation where we have to play way more conservatively than you should in a Borderlands game. It's possible that there is a cult of the... It seems like now money has to be on top of the ground, so if it happens to sink through the ground, which we still see a decent amount of that happening, you have to pick it up.
To the cages at home. Will you marrow me? No. It's the did I get some on my shoe?
And there seems to be some triggering that just happens. Like, after you kill some people, sometimes other people will spawn, but it isn't a real case of...
Come, be my garden, my gestational soils.
And these psychos are ranting, saying some pretty crazy things. Another checkpoint, by the way. And so this is supposed to find the bullymong riding midget and kill him, I guess. And I think he's over here.
You're not ready for me. No.
And I can see this not being the right platform. But we definitely do want to see this bullymong riding midget. Okay, can we shoot the bottle? Nope. That seems ridiculous.
I wanna watch you die. Ha! You right in like this.
Iridium now makes it even more important to always search. Like, you really can't ever stop searching, I guess, because the second you stop searching is the second you stop getting iridium, and I think you always need that. I don't believe I'm in an area where things just constantly spawn. I'm still just picking up like 3 gold. Or $3. But what is the currency? Is it just... seems to be the United States dollar symbol.
I won't kill you. I promise.
And so here we go.
Ah, what an unlikely symbiotic relationship. Two deadly creatures
Don't
cooperating
fight
to
so
survive
hard!
this harsh environment.
Yes!
Also, the midget looks like a human backpack. That's funny.
So just throw that. And where is he? He's up higher. So this is a weird place for a battle. Like, I don't even know where he is right now. Is he over here? there's health for both of them. And we're about to kill them both. Why the bullymon is letting himself be ridden, I don't know. There might be an achievement for killing one of them versus the other.
Wonderful! Fracas was most helpful to my studies on bullymong social structures. Return to the bounty board at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
I think they want to play. Got it?
And see, the weird thing there is we kind of have a reset after we beat a boss, and people stop being aggroed when there's no reason whatsoever for them to stop having stopped their aggro. Right. So there was apparently probably a way to jump up here. The thing we haven't seen here is anything that then indicates another mission, and that's a little confusing. We've got in this area a badass marauder. Where are you guys coming from?
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
There we go. I was not expecting that at all. Alright. So, do we really have to look at any of these guns? Not really. This might be a slightly better... Nope, it isn't. So, just look at the price on everything. If it's less than 200, forget it. Just because it might be one level above what I have been picking up also doesn't make it better. So we'll just sell this and this, and let's see. Spy class mod, increase active cooldown rate. Sure. Let's pick that. And you receive the class mods. Class mods are specific items that you specialize your character through a wide variety of character statistics. Rare class mods also provide bonus skill points. So maybe, just maybe, I couldn't have gotten any class mods up until this point, and that would have helped things. Kill skill. Killing an enemy causes your shields to quickly regenerate and increase your active cooldown rate. I need to respec and take that kill skill pretty quickly. Oops, I'm buying all these grenade mods I don't need to buy. Let's see. Sell, sell, and sell. I probably should buy the ones like that are limited, because that'll get me more experience on quests, more progression on quests. There's something I really loved about the whole quest system before, and now, having played several other games since this game has come out that basically do it better, or at the very least make it make a lot more sense, that things are the way they are. The quest in this system
Why loot the dead when
doesn't
you
really
can
make
buy from
sense.
me?
And I guess I can't sell to buy skins. So I'll just do this. Sell it, and sell it, and sell it. And then
Now,
buy a
these
skin.
fans, tear the bad guys and do
This is the... Skins are the one weird thing that you're spending money for a very questionable, very questionable reason. Since it's just a change in appearance. We're getting Call of Booty. Okay. Is there... What is this supposed to do? Is this supposed to be an elevator? It seems like it's supposed to be something that would have you ride some kind of, not particularly an elevator, but a trolley over in this direction. And I'm not sure I like how these paths are broken up. I imagine, I guess you couldn't actually fall through them, so they're just for the visuals. But I don't know how I'm supposed to get up here. Or if I am supposed to get up here. Or if there's some other slightly questionable parkour way of doing this. I guess that is another element that this game introduces, the concept of a little bit of parkour before running and jumping and parkouring were just standard in a lot of things. And I guess they're not so standard even now. It's gonna suck if I have to come back here a second time. These people are just taking couches and making themselves at home on Pandora, which makes sense. Music kicks in, perhaps a little slow, but you know, that's probably a good move, because then that doesn't have scenarios that where there's one enemy, you shoot them pretty quickly, and then the music quickly fades out. Okay, those just fell in the water. Let's switch back to... Wow. It's important to remember that whether or not you hit something in this game is, for the most part, a dungeon master dice roll. The game, every single gun has a accuracy filter run through it, so you may be dead on with your shot, but if your gun does not have that accuracy high enough, it's not going to hit. Usually it's not a big deal, because most guns, with the exception of the scatter shotguns, are... Let's see. Pick up that gun in the water. Most guns are so close to being around 80 or 90% accurate or higher, you won't even recognize that you're not you're missing hits you should be making. But every now and then, if you're far enough away, you can just miss. So this is nice and all. There should be one more telescope, I think, on the other side of this map. Somebody's hitting me with something pretty powerful. There's a lot of sway here. Probably be easier to just swap to the other gun. Remember, I have no quests, so I'm just trying to play thoroughly in a game that really cannot reward you for playing that way. And in the first game, there were, it feels like, sections of the areas where you would just, like, at level 5 you'd come into an area, and then at level 35 you'd come back back to that area and do some missions that, like, unless you just ignored those missions, which now would be super easy, you are going to run through the maps twice, which is a pretty standard video game thing to do, where they reuse maps to make it make you experience their content they created. Uh-oh. Well, here's somebody I can shoot. Apparently the midgets are supposed to be crawling out of this. It's an interesting question to see if Gearbox would be willing to call the midgets still, like, or are they going to do something completely different? Since one assumes that Borderlands 3 or Borderlands, as it is also been rumored to be called, since it's not set on Pandora, there's no big reason to have any of the enemies. I mean, it could just be that Pandora is the only crazy planet in the universe, and every other planet is crazy in a different way. That's not a terrible idea. But then I think also people will kind of rightfully criticize them if what was that I just picked up? Was that skin? That looks like a voice recording.
Excellent.
Oh, I thought one of these would certainly be in the other area. Let's take a moment and we'll go down our inventory and mark things as trash without really having to look at them, which certainly we are benefiting from not having to look at things. So either I just picked up a skin or I picked up some kind of collectible for a mission. Notice the cloth, because it's a cloth that wouldn't have always been animated in every version of the game. It has no texture. You literally just fall through it. I imagine there's other good reasons why you just fall through it also, but that certainly I think is one of them. Alright, everybody's dead. We've done our side quest. I can from this point jump here and move on forward back to the other area. Or I could try and go sell some things, and it might not be a terrible idea to sell some things. Question is, where's the people coming from? My slicing ability is not ready. Oh no.
You're really bad at this.
Oh no. Either I brought up this when I pulled that trigger, or something else happened. Like, that's alright, I guess I can just go this way. Am I supposed to be standing on it? See, it just doesn't seem like it works. Interesting. Alright, well.
If he ain't dead, I'll keep you that way. See you real soon, I'm sure.
Buy ourselves some health. Sell off our junk. Get more gold. Ideally, by the time we get back to the jump through here. Like, ideally, by the time we get back to Sanctuary, we'll have so much gold that we can just, like, yeah, it still takes 3 slashes to kill anybody. And if I'm killing somebody and running the other direction, then I have to spend some extra energy doing that. Like I said, this is an interesting idea, it just is an unnecessary thing. And I kind of just want to look in this area. Let's see. Try to start some people on fire. Get the bullymong mad at me. See if maybe I can get a group of them running at me at once. Nice grenade fodder. Just grind out some bullymong. I'm at level 9. I'm now a spy type. I'm using a different gun than what I think I had been using before, so there's also some factors going on here.
Ammunition required.
There we go. I don't 100% believe I'm supposed to go around on eyes. Let's see. I've got a very high shield refresh rate. That's what we're looking for. and not sure what else we're really looking for. This might start another quest. This might do nothing. This might be part of a quest. Go and throw those guys. Doesn't seem like my grenades are doing enough damage. Let's shoot from the hip a little bit just to see if maybe that is also as part of a quest. Some more iridium. That's always nice to see. I know there's an achievement specifically built around discovering all the areas of the game. All the areas of the areas in the game. Again, we have these turrets completely shut down. Let's just take a look at the map. Like, I am here. The exit is here. It seems like there might be something here. So if I set a waypoint, maybe I'll know which way to go. Hey. Bunch of racks. I don't even need to really pull out my
Munitions dry.
There we go. I don't even really need to aim with the zoomed in aim. I guess the only thing you can't do with a rack is throw a grenade at it. These assault rifle bullets are something that I think if I was going to play with this gun, ate a lot, and there's probably a decent reason to play with the gun a lot. I probably should try to get an upgrade on the bullets. I guess in general I should try to get an upgrade in all the bullets. This totally feels like this is a quest where they're going to have us run around here and search all of these. Like this. And unless there's something about the fast travel station I don't understand, I don't think you can fast travel to a specific spawn point. There's another Cult of the Vault. Discover the 2 hidden symbols in this area, which means I've already missed something. There's another hidden symbol somewhere. I'm sure of it. That probably on the other side of the map. Let's go and reload everything. Sure wish I had a 4th gun, because bullets are still at a premium. Now looking at the map, we are, let's see, I think we're probably as close as we're gonna get. Ebb and flow. See, I don't think that there's a vault symbol. The thing about the vault symbols too is that this is not the game helping me in any way, so if I was really going to try and get all of that done, I would need to follow some kind of walkthrough, and I don't think the game benefits for any reason to try and do everything. That's just not the way the game feels like it was designed to be. This feels much more like it's supposed to be a free flow experience of running and gunning, not a collectathon like something like an Assassin's Creed game. Certainly encourages a lot of that. Ubisoft games in general nowadays. I'm just breaking these things. I don't see how I could get over there in that sunken boat. Seems like a lot of these sunken boats are just being used. They never did introduce a boat, so that is, I guess, something you might hold out hope for in Borderlands 3. I don't know how boat technology is going to improve much. However, like, sure, Assassin's Creed Origins has, well, I think more accurately, Assassin's Creed Black Flag had an idea or two there, but see, this seems like a long shot jump, like, and I don't see anything over there to justify trying it, because if I die, then I'm respawning back in another area. I assume the badass versions are better than the adult versions. Like, so I want to be careful. Another gun. Another gun. Picking up a lot of stuff. But also just kind of playing. And this is the kind of gameplay that you would make a lot more sense. It would make a lot more sense if I had already exhausted all the quests. If I was at level 30, not level 9. Oops. Hey, everybody's after me right now. I gotta either kill this guy or kill the rack. Add ammo again. Most of the times when my shield's been taken down, to be fair, it has been in scenarios where the kill skill that would refill or rapidly refill my shield probably wouldn't have helped anyways, because when one of these bullymongs hops directly on me, that takes out my entire shield and a significant amount of my health, and I imagine they are designed to do that always. Let's see. how's our map looking now? That's a much more filled in map. That feels like a realistic thing. Although this also feels like a waste of my time. Because if we do come back and... What were those? Were those skins? Oh, just look at all the guns. Not really looking at the guns. Class mod that's for Commando. Max health, health regeneration. Well, let's equip that. Because I don't need my action skill. Class mod, team critical damage 21%. I'll never play as with a team, so don't need to deal with that. That was a problem with Borderlands 1 too, is the game did not take into account a solo player as much. And so we know that there's another vault symbol, but who knows where it is? It could be in any of the caves over there, or it could be in any slightly hidden section over in that pirate town, which it's a cool idea. Get these guys to fly towards me. Feels like more racks just come out of nowhere, where in the first game there was actual swarms of them that you could see flying around, and when you killed the entire swarm of them, you were done. Alright, here we go. So that's full circle. Which way do I want to go? This way. Still not really a hugely well-developed area. It does feel like something that may have been left half finished, but it's not terrible. Another one respawned. It seems like the spawning rates of these are pretty high in this area, so my guess is this is an area designed to be helpful for grinding. This is also supposed to be a moderately easy level, and there we are. We are one more level up. And so turning in some quests, maybe I can get a couple more levels. Maybe it'll make a little bit more sense to use 5 golden keys if I'm 3 or 4 levels higher than before, to get some definitively better items and sell some of the things for more value. Might as well upgrade. So the next thing would be kill skill. Killing enemy increases critical hit damage and reload speed for a few seconds. Improves accuracy with all gun types. I think I may have been going for that. And then bullet speed gun damage. Bullet speed and critical hit damage and gun damage. I think there's supposed to be a comma there. I can't read it. and then shots piercing your enemies. And then just all this really does is increase your damage when active cooldown rate to increase your shields. Seems like a much better thing to go for. Like, so I can use this deception. Ooh. I guess I didn't notice that there was 2 of these.
Nothing like a good sale.
So let's sell this and sell this and sell this and sell that. Okay.
Come back any day. Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers. May it help you kill many thieves.
Doesn't really hurt me actually to buy these and sell them back actually, so like, so we're getting a bunch of badass rank points, which just turns into 2 tokens. Maximum health and gun accuracy, I guess. No fast travel. Let's double check on our quest just to make sure there's nothing else. Like, I put a waypoint here, but this is just 2 quests that I need to turn in the Sudden Shelf, and then we need to decide whether we want to go to Southpaw Steam and Power or Three Horns Valley, which Three Horns I believe is the story level. This is a level 8 story mission, and these are optional missions, so I do want to go do the optional missions. But unlike Borderlands 1, and man, that hitchiness in the loading screen is weird. Unlike Borderlands 1, where you entered an area and you got another quest where you're looking for logs, it doesn't seem like they're going to do that as much. And I know I'm spending a lot of time here with bullymongs, but don't worry, that's gonna stop being an issue. It seems like some chests and things still haven't. Let's see how far I can throw a grenade. See if we can get some experience.
I disappear.
This is a very shiny gun I have right now. So we're back to Liarsburg, and we're gonna turn in the mission to get a gun. Because we've put off turning in this mission, it's gonna be kind of weird. Because the gun we get, I don't think will be any better than what we had. We get a skin that turns in 1 mission. However, the other mission, Return to Hammock or Claptrap, requires me actually to go not to the Southern Shelf, but to the Sanctuary. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I just need to find the fast travel station, which is right here. So Claptrap's Place, Southern Shelf, Three Horns Divide. This doesn't have a quest. I guess I have to go do Three Horns Divide first because I don't think I've actually found the other areas. All of these, I believe, are DLC. Just like a ridiculously large amount of things. I guess I could go back to Sanctuary. Suppose that would work. Let's go to Sanctuary and walk out of Sanctuary as if we were playing the game normally instead of running around. Let's start by turning in a quest to this guy.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass than he deserves.
The
I'm
name
referring to
game
myself, of course.
we're gonna turn in.
Bullymong's still rubbish, but I'll come up with something better before I launch the almanac. I'm certain.
So I can have a level 9 corrosive shield or level 9 shotgun. Which one is worth more money? I think the shield is. And then I'm turning in this quest.
One of my many scars. Yes, I've seen my fair share of danger. The odd scag ambush here, a stalker mauling there. Really gives one an appreciation for the creatures of this planet. And hate them.
Interesting.
Wipe them all out.
The music's kind of quiet right now. Sounds like that to me. Say I got a level 5 gun. Complete 15 side missions. Alright. So, is this gun any good? No. Is this gun any good? No. We'll take that head unlock. Is the shield, like, compare it to the shield we have. It does more damage, but it's incredibly slower recharge rate. So no to that. How much money do we have? I really am not a fan of the way systems work. So, time for more gambling. While we're at that, let's look at the other quests that we were supposed to turn in. We don't even have them. So, yeah, I think we have to go through Three Horn Valley and do the medical mystery quest first. Remember, we're still getting progress on quests, and we're still looking for iridium. How much iridium do we have right now? That is a good question. 12. I think we're looking for 18, but that would come in sets of that would be in sets of 4, so it's not as bad as it seems. I think we've already done this Lost Echo. I think there is maybe an achievement or something, and that's all it is to listen to all of those Lost Echoes. Alright. This is still not so good. This is still not so good. That's still not so good. That I've already unlocked that one.
I'm legally obligated to tell you.
Let's see.
I ain't a real doctor.
Siren class, team health regen, higher capacity, max health or reduced max health. Actually.
Try not to die.
Let's go ahead and turn that off. So then the big question is, we have 772, and what level are we at now? We're at level 10. And we were doing this at level 8. So let's purchase one. Just for the fun of it. And that's a better shield. And so that was good. Just a definitively in every way better gun.
Well.
So, is this gun better? No, I don't think so. Is this gun better? No, I don't think so. How much are these going for? Now is the question. 316. Let's see. Shotguns. Or compare this gun to that gun. Is this even the same kind of gun? Let's take 2 more. Yeah,
nice.
We're not getting definitively better. And now we're down to 65. But I will take a rocket launcher. Certainly. Ideally, I would want to keep a rocket launcher in my setup always. Let's see. We compare. Let's see. We didn't like that one. And we didn't like that one. We compared these. Didn't like that one. And didn't like that one. And it's really not making a lot of sense to hold on to the slag weapon anymore. That's just, it's approaching insanity. So less of a zoom, but a faster shot, but less damage. No, I don't think I want that. This one only does 10 damage, and we're in the point where we're doing a lot more than 10. So I'm getting rid of the slag gun too, leaving only a shotgun, which I don't want, and a rocket launcher.
Who needs a medical license when you got...
And see, that only gave me about 2,839 gold, so apparently the value of the weapons haven't drastically increased.
Please insert any donated organs into the receptacle below.
So, next recording, we're gonna have to play some more of this, and hopefully this we can get really lucky and get up to 18. I think I may give it about 20 minutes of gambling next time, and then we'll be done, and then we can move on with the missions. Clearly going from a level 8, which is what I think I was at before, these are level 8 guns, so that makes sense, to a level 10 is not enough of a benefit. So maybe we wait till level 15, level 20. That seems like that, as we're getting fewer and fewer golden keys, and as I know you don't actually get any golden keys at all, except for maybe one in the entire game. There's kind of a premium inside the game to them, and an infinite number of them. uncover the history of the Crimson Raiders. There's a log somewhere around here that I could look for. There probably is also a hidden symbol of the Cult of the Vault. Apparently also killing people at night gives you something. We're making rather good progress. Deal bonus damage to slagged enemies. See, that's probably why I should have kept the slag weapon, and I didn't. Probably would have been better off using a slagged weapon earlier in the game. So in the Southern Shelf Bay, there is a vault thing we missed. There's still a lot of other things, just tons of things everywhere. But we've made way more progress here too than you probably should have. Let's see, Hammerlock's Hunt, I believe, is... I'm not even sure if this is DLC quests. That'd be really weird if I paid for DLC and it just gave me more quests to give me more badass points. That would feel really cheap. Let's see. Revive a co-op partner. That's never going to happen, so you already know that some of these points are never going to be done. It also doesn't kind of matter, though. Like, the bonus stats at most are going to go up to like 5%. It's never going to let you upgrade yourself to the point of being way better than the enemies. Anyways, I keep going about 10 minutes over. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.